One of the nicest compliments I've ever received here is I was giving a tour to a woman, and she turned to me and she said, how do you make this such a happy place? And that to me is what I'm trying to do. One of the consistent complaints that I haven't solved here is people say, boy, the building's awfully bright. And I'm thrilled. That should be the biggest problem, that I've got to darken things up. The average healthcare experience, to a certain extent, is dark and dismal. And I'm looking to open the shades, I'm looking to get people outside, I'm looking to open the windows. Come on, let's get better. And I feel like a big part of my job is to provoke and instill a sense of spirit. And perhaps the spirit is nowhere better demonstrated than the dining room. And that's something that is just extraordinary. And if you think about it, what it really is about making something normal. Because being in a hospital, being in any healthcare property is abnormal. The nursing services have to be there. The rehabilitation services have to be there. But if you're combining your core services with these boutique-like hotel services, whether it's someone's coming in and they want to make sure they get a bird feeder in their room, if a gentleman going in, a gentleman to give someone a hot shave, the guys just, they moan with pleasure. Again, after being in the hospital, someone lathering you up and giving you a shave, it's, on the one hand, it's such a silly little detail, yet on the other, it just builds on and enhances the overall experience. I think people, for the most part, just couldn't be more pleased. There isn't a week that goes by that we don't receive a letter thanking me, thanking the staff for just an extraordinary experience. There was a gentleman that went home last week, and he said, I want to go speak to I have to go speak to your chef. I want to tell him I feel like I've been on a cruise for 7 days. Again, a little thing, a little detail, flat screen TVs. All right, well, big deal. As everyone starts to move to flat screen TVs, I'm looking to put in smart TVs. Let someone watch Breaking Bad for 3-4 days, or House of Cards, and that's true with everything that we do. There's 130 people that work here, about 40-45 nursing assistants, 30 nurses, always looking to get better. Being a small building where the management is as active as we are, the things that we stand for are reinforced every day. And all these little things save time and add up to great service. Again, the hospitals are fantastic for the extraordinary services they provide, but basic hygiene, you can forget it. So for a patient to come here and as soon as possible, or as soon as the doctor's order, that you can give someone a shower, go ahead and do it. Again, it goes back to common sense. Who doesn't like a hot shave, a hot shower? It immediately gets you feeling better. It's part of the recovery process. I'd love to say that this is just tremendous thinking. It's not. It's common sense. It goes back to the food service. How can food service be as notoriously bad in healthcare as it is, when everyone, for the most part, looks forward to lunch, looks forward to dinner? It's really the highlight of everyone's day. And similar, in this building, it's the highlight of everyone's day here. Of the 800 plus admissions that we're doing now annually, I would say 2/3 come from our primary service area, which would be Guilford, Madison, Branford, but we do a lot of business with East Haven and North Branford. And I love when we draw from Hamden and Seymour and Woodbridge, and going the other way, Clinton and Killingworth and Essex to a certain extent. I think to me that is the ultimate. That confirms that the philosophy is working. I like to say there's no one that can compete with a motivated single owner. You think about who do you want to do business with? You want to do business with the people that can, or the individual that can make a decision and make a decision quickly. I've had patient care managers, I've had nurses, I've had family members that cannot get over how responsive we are. And that responsiveness That's 7 days a week, because this is a 7 days we never close. Often there's 3, 4, 5 admissions, 3 or 4 discharges on a weekend. And the things that take place on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, it's imperative that they're followed through with the same quality on a Saturday and Sunday. And if someone wants something, again, an easy example, they'd like a recliner, they'd like a room change, they want some other little adjustment. If they're coming here at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock on a Saturday, that's going to be done within an hour, if it can possibly be done. And often the case is, sure, it can be done. It all comes down to whether you want to do it or not. And no one has to check with some corporate or regional officer. And the fact is, even if they could, the answer is no. They're strictly looking at patient per day costs and all this penny wise and pound foolish stuff. And I'm looking at the big picture. I'm looking to create a customer base that's being created that are going to stay with me for life. That once they experience this building, they're out of their mind to go elsewhere. I talk about from a service standpoint where these moments of truth, customer service moments of truth that companies like to talk about. There's probably 20 of those a day. And I'm not the only one doing it, it's the whole staff. I can't do this alone, and don't do it alone. If anything, it's the staff it's their performance. And these moments of truth is when you have a decision, do you want to go ahead and intervene and take whatever steps are necessary to ensure the comfort, the safety, the confidence of that patient. There's a purpose and a philosophy behind everything that's done here. Everything is designed from the building, the food service, nursing, rehabilitation. Everything is designed to meld and promote, enhance the patient's swift recovery. That's all I focus on every day. That's all I care about. I've been doing this for 30 plus years. I'm certain that there's just no one, in little ways and big ways, there's no property anywhere doing what we're doing